go, Mayor. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Fred. Good afternoon, everybody. The meeting will please come to order. Johanna, would you please read the statement of compliance and the teleconference meeting procedures?
Okay. The notice requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act for this meeting have been satisfied. A copy of the annual meeting notice was sent to the Atlantic City Press, Star Ledger, posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building, the municipal website, and filed in the office of the municipal clerk. Please turn off all electronic devices. Welcome to the City of Margate's regular commission meeting for April 1st, 2021. This meeting is being done via teleconferencing in compliance with the Division of Local Government Service Regulations. Before we begin, the procedure for this meeting is as follows. All visitors to the meeting via teleconference will be muted until public participation session is open. Once public participation session begins, these visitors will be unmuted. When instructed, please announce your name and address and wait for the moderator to recognize you before you begin speaking. Each participation session will be 3 minutes in length, and you will be notified when your time has expired. When public participation session completes, all teleconference visitors will be muted again.
Thank you, Johanna. Please all let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Johanna, call the roll, please.
Mayor Becker?
Here.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Here.
Commissioner Blumberg?
I am here.
We have before us for approval the minutes of our March 18th meeting. What is your pleasure?
I'll move to accept those minutes, Mayor.
I'll second that.
Mayor Becker?
Johanna? Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Is Mr. Dennis available?
Jeff, for me, Mike?
Yep. Yes, that's you. You
Me.
have a report for us, Ed, please.
I do. So I want to give an update on our projects that are out to construction, as well as some upcoming projects for 2021 in this year's budget. Like with every year, our construction season kind of runs between Labor Day and Memorial Day. This season, we have 11 projects that either have finished construction, are in construction, and are nearing completion. Those projects are an Atlantic Avenue road reconstruction project from Claremont to Huntington, which is scheduled for completion in early May. We have the final portion of the Bayshore Drive West project with final paving to begin shortly. So that project should be done within the next 30 days. We completed the Argyle Avenue bulkhead cut through in the fall. That's another accessibility improvement at our Beach Street end. We have a project that is in construction on Amherst Avenue between Douglas and Clarendon. We have completed construction on our 2020 curb and gutter program. So that work is complete. We are in the process of completing the interior tank rehabilitation on the Benson Avenue tanks. We are looking at a mid-April completion date for that project. Of course, one of the more exciting projects is our promenade down on Amherst Avenue, which is currently on schedule for completion by Memorial Day. I'm sure everyone sees the progress that's being made down there. We have a flood-proofing project at the old City Hall Firehouse 1 building that is awaiting FEMA approval to proceed with construction that we hope to have soon. We just received bids on the Firehouse 2 addition project. The contract award is on the agenda today, and construction will begin shortly on that project. We have started construction on a small streetscape project outside of Old City Hall at the corner of Ventnor and Washington. The city's portion of that work will be completed before Memorial Day. And as everyone knows, the county is out there making additional upgrades along Ventnor Avenue at the intersection. Our piece will be done, as I said, by the start of the season. And then lastly on our list of projects that are under construction is the Atlantic Avenue Road Diet project, which is also on the agenda today to be awarded. And the schedule for that project also has work being completed by Memorial Day. So at that point, we will have a completely restriped Atlantic Avenue from Ventnor to Longport with the new road diet design that we presented to the public not too long ago. Out of these 11 projects, it's important to note that the city has secured over $1.2 million in grant funding to help pay for these projects, which is a big win for the city, and that's consistent with past years. And then just looking ahead in 21, we do have some exciting projects in the budget that we're just getting into. The citywide dredging effort continues into 2021. We're working on the permitting portion of that project. We have another round of curb and gutter that is slated for 2021. We'll be doing some work on well 5. We have a state aid grant for the next phase of Amherst Avenue from Douglas to Gladstone. We have a road program that consists of work on Gladstone, Jefferson, Claremont, Brunswick, and the parking lot at the police station. We continue to take a look at our GIS database and build upon that. We have budgeted for some replacement of water meters as part of our asset management plan, and we are planning for some renovations at City Hall as part of the 2021 budget. So again, a lot of work was completed and is being completed for Memorial Day, and then we are now pivoting to our next round of projects for this year. That's my update, Mayor. I'd be happy to answer any questions that anyone has.
And does anyone have any questions for Ed Dennis, please?
I would like to ask our engineer, what's the status of the Amherst Douglas to Claremont project? It's still at a standstill.
Yep. So we have been working with and pushing our contractor to get back to work as quickly as possible, but obviously as safely as possible. Those conversations and efforts are ongoing between us and the contractor. I know that they have been doing some additional testing and investigation, and we had some correspondence within the last 48 hours requesting a schedule from them to get back out there and restart construction. We know this is an inconvenience to everyone that lives in that area. We did hand deliver resident notices to those that are affected by this project, explaining the situation and that we're in a temporary holding pattern while the contractor determines how to best move forward in a safe manner. So again, the latest update would be that we are awaiting a schedule from the contractor, and the hope is that we can get restarted on construction in the very near future.
Thank you.
You got it.
Ed, I have a question. If we restart soon, how long do you think it'll take for them to finish this project?
So what will happen is, depending on how quickly they're going to restart, we may have to end up splitting the work over the season. For example, they're going to need to clean up, they're going to need to essentially finish up their utility work so that they can at least base pave the road and leave it in a acceptable condition over the summer, and perhaps come back and finish up in the fall. But it'll all depend there on how quickly they can get back out there and what adjustments they need to make to continue with the work. So that will be determined once we get a schedule from them.
Okay, you'll keep an eye on that for us, please.
Yeah, we're in communication with the contractor every day. And I've been, also addressing concerns from residents that are referred to my office and keeping them updated as well.
Okay. Any other questions for Mr. Dennis? Ed, I want to personally thank you for the update. Very informative.
You got it.
Okay, we'll now open for public comment, 3 minutes on any subject. Is there any public comment? Fred, do you have anyone?
Yeah, there's a Mr. Clausen.
I'm here.
Okay. Okay.
Name and
Okay.
address, please.
Please proceed, Mr. Clausen.
Rick Clausen, 9300 Atlantic Avenue. In January, I spoke to the commission about the problem we have had last summer, the kids being on the beach from 8 o'clock at night till sometime 11:30 at night. They're screaming and yelling and just making it's just horrible for anybody who lives in that particular area along the bulkhead. Can I ask a question as to, you assured me that you would look into it, and I don't know what's being done. Anybody answer that? Or am I
Chief
just-
Hankinson, are you on the phone?
Yes, I am.
Can you answer Mr. Clausen's question, please?
Mayor, I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Mayor, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you, yes.
I just want to make sure I was unmuted. Again, to address Mr. Clausen's concern, moving into the summer, we are going to attempt everything we can to assist everybody in that area, whether it's stationing a police officer at the ends of the beach to try to prevent people from going down there after 8 o'clock, but nothing is off the table. And we will do our best to make sure your quality of life this summer is better than it has been, just to put your mind at ease. I will do everything I can to attest to that.
Great. I have a,
Thank you, Chief.
I have a young relative who's told me what happens at night on the beaches, and they just text each other and they say where the police are and where the kids are going to be going. It's they're taking alcohol down on the beach, and I told my nephew, I said, you do that, and I said you will never see Margate again if you get into one of those problems. So that's what's going on. I guess you're well aware of what's happening down there. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand how Margate lost their curfew where neighboring towns still have a curfew. Somebody told me that the curfew is unconstitutional, but in neighboring towns they do have curfews. So therefore, the kids come from Longport and Ventnor and whatever, and they say, "Hey, let's go to Margate. We can stay out all night." So, okay. I guess that's just it. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Clausen. Are you finished? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. But
we still don't have a curfew, correct now?
Chief, can you answer that one? Chief Hankinson?
Yes, Mayor, like I said, I can only give you a somewhat vague of an answer. Our Scott would probably give the same answer as I do. The curfew law in New Jersey has been contested at the state level. It is somewhat of a gray area as to being able to enforce it because of the state's decision at the appellate level. So again, we could have a curfew on the books, but is it in fact enforceable at times becomes the problem. That's why we didn't want to fall into the gray area in the curfew.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
That's about it.
Thank you again, Chief. Okay,
That's
thank you,
correct.
Mr. Clausen.
Do you hear me or not?
Thank you, gentlemen. Take care.
Thank you. Is there any other public wishing to speak? Fred, you have anyone else?
There's two other callers out there I don't have names on. Does anybody
Do they
else
wish to speak?
wish to speak? Guess the answer is no, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. There's a motion to close public comment, please.
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
I'll second it.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg,
Yes.
We will now open public comment on resolutions and the ordinance for adoption today. Is there any public comment? Is there a motion to close this public comment session?
I'll move to close public comment.
I'll second that.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
Johanna, please continue.
May I have a motion for the introduction of ordinance number 6, 2021, an ordinance amending one-way streets in the city of Margate City, County of Atlantic, State of New Jersey.
I'll make the motion to accept ordinance 6 of 2021.
I'll second that.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
I have a motion for the adoption of ordinance number 5, 2021, an ordinance providing for the shared municipal court agreement between the city of Margate City and the borough of Longport for shared municipal court services pursuant to NJSA 2B:12-1C.
I'll move ordinance 05 of 2021.
I'll second that.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
Okay, I'll jump in here for a second, Johanna. We will open the public hearing on the 2021 budget. Are there any comments or questions?
May I have a motion for the public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
Is there any public comment on the budget? Fred, is there anyone on the phone?
Same as last time, Mayor.
Thank you. Is there a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll move to close the public hearing.
I'll second that.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
May I have a
Continue,
motion
please,
for...
Johanna.
Sure. May I have a motion for resolution number 67, 2021, authorizing self-examination of 2021 municipal budget?
So moved.
Second.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
I have a motion for resolution number 68, 2021, authorizing adoption of budget for 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
I have a motion for resolution number 69, 2021, authorizing payment of claims.
So moved.
Second.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
I have a motion for resolution number 70, 2021, authorizing payment to Colmar Home Center.
So moved.
Second.
Mayor Becker,
I abstain.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
Okay, the consent agenda has resolution number 82, 2021, which the description should read that the contract is from April 12th, 2021 through December 31st, 2024. With that, our consent agenda may have a motion for resolution number 71, 2021 through resolution number 82, 2021.
I move 71, 2021 through 82, 2021.
I'll second that.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Johanna. Any comment from the commissioners? I have nothing to say today.
Mayor, I have nothing to say.
All good here as well.
Thank you, gentlemen. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.